Hey everybody, welcome. Thanks for joining us today for this special question and answer webinar to dive into some of the questions that you might have about Financial Peace University and the updates that we announced to you last week. My name is Jordan Watwood. I'm on the marketing team here at Ramsey Solutions.
Hey, Mike McDowell, and I am one of the Associate Directors of Sales for Financial Peace University.
Yeah, so thanks again for making the time. We are going to cover as many questions as you have today during this block of time and hopefully provide the answers that you're looking for. As we get started, a couple notes right off the bat. Housekeeping. You'll notice on your webinar viewer that there is a section where you can submit questions. We would love for you to type in those questions and send them to us. We've got a few of our more frequently asked questions listed on a slide deck that we'll show you here in just a minute, and we'll start with those to get us kicked off. But other questions that you might have, go ahead and start submitting them to us, and we'll tackle those as soon as we get through the first few questions that we have on our list. Also, just wanted to say thanks. We are so privileged and blessed to be able to serve you and walk this journey with you, our Financial Peace University coordinators. You do so much and help so many people. If you saw our video last week, you probably were hopefully pleasantly surprised and felt really good about the fact that together we will have led 20,000 Financial Peace University groups this year. That's just this year, and we've been doing this for a long time. Some of you have been doing this for a really long time. You are a community of 30,000 people, which is awesome. So we're super duper excited to spend this time with you, and we're very, very thankful for all that you do. Thanks for walking this journey with us, and hopefully you'll find some clarity to the questions that you have today during this webinar. So I'm going to share my screen, and we'll start with some of our questions. So our very first question that we've received, quite a few of you have asked for this. I already have a leader membership. Do I have to buy another one? This was something that we covered on our video last week. And so we want to tackle this question straight away. So Mike, can you answer that one for us?
Certainly. So the simple answer is no, you do not have to buy another leader membership. There is actually three options. So we'll go ahead and cover the first one that a lot of you will be excited about, the free one. And so if you have facilitated Financial Peace University in the past, then you will be able to simply run Financial Peace University in a digital manner within your live group, whether you're in a church, community group, in your home. If you are able to stream the videos at financialpeace.com, then you'll be able to share those videos with your group digitally through the streaming method. Also, there is a coordinator guide there at financialpeace.com at your coordinator dashboard. And that coordinator guide is PDF. So you'll be able to utilize, whether it be your laptop or maybe a tablet, you'll be able to utilize that to run your group. So that is the way you do not have to spend any more money leading Financial Peace University. The other options, and I'll start with the $99 option, and that is the upgrade price for Financial Peace University existing coordinators. So if you have a leader kit from the past, then you remember Jeremy last week mentioning it's $159 for the leader membership, but not for you. For you, that price is down to $99. You would simply connect with your stewardship advisor and they'll be able to help you out. That includes the starter guide with some promotional material to start you off in that area, a coordinator guide, and the DVDs. Again, that is to be ordered through your stewardship advisor. And then the last option, number 3, is going to be, again, the leader membership plus one Financial Peace membership and workbook for someone else. So I'll explain that. For $139, you receive the leader membership, which is the starter guide, the coordinator guide, and the DVD set for yourself, and then one Financial Peace membership license and a workbook to either gift, or you could sell that to someone else. So it's $139, and the value is much more than that because you have something you can gift to somebody, a single mom going through the course, maybe your co-coordinator, or you can simply sell that membership to someone in your class.
Awesome. So 3 things I'm hearing. You can do it digitally. Everything's right there on financialpeace.com, so there's nothing that you necessarily have to purchase if you don't want to.
Right.
But if you do want to buy something, there's 2 options. A $99 upgrade for just you, or you can do a leader materials plus a membership for $139.
That's correct.
Awesome, awesome,
Absolutely.
cool. Let's move on to question number 2. And that is, can my members change their membership from annual to monthly and vice versa? So if you noticed on coordinatorcentral.com, some of the emails that we've sent out this week, and we explained on the video last week, there's 2 membership options now, an annual membership and a monthly membership. If someone decides that they're going to start down the path of an annual membership, can they convert to monthly?
Mm-hmm.
If they're monthly, can they convert to annual? So
yeah.
What do you got for us?
Yeah, let's start with the annual membership.
Okay.
So the annual membership, once that 12 months is up, their financialpeace.com access will end, and they'll have the option to move to a monthly subscription or membership for $9.99 a month, or go back to another annual membership at just $99. So again, they can either go from annual to monthly or annual back to annual. Now for monthly, the monthly membership is $9.99 a month with an initial activation fee of $69. At the point of purchase, they will have the option of upgrading to the annual for $40 more. After that point, they may not be able to upgrade to the annual membership. They will be at a month-to-month membership at this point.
Okay. So what about with the monthly membership once they hit that 12-month mark and they decide maybe they'd like to switch to annual or stay with monthly? Is there an option there for them?
There will be an option at that point, and they'll be able to look at annual or monthly at that point.
Gotcha. So basically the membership, whether it's annual or monthly, when you get to the point of hitting that 12-month mark of renewal, you have the option to change it. But if you're within a monthly membership, right after you activate your financialpeace.com account, if you wish to change it or upgrade it to annual for $40, you can do that.
Absolutely.
Cool. That sounds great, making it pretty simple. Let's look at another question here. What about lifetime memberships? This is definitely something that some of you have mentioned.
Yeah, so lifetime membership, that is something that has been around for a long time, that phrase. So this month I've been here 14 years, so I started here in 2004. Thank you. So when I started here in 2004, Financial Peace University was a box of stuff, which we called a kit, and the local group. And so that was the full experience for Financial Peace University. Back then it was 13 weeks. At a point around 2007, we introduced a website called the Member Resource Center. Very, very simple website, not very many tools, but we started to get in on the digital assets to start making something available like budgeting forms. Then in 2012, then we started with a larger need for digital assets. That's what the marketplace was asking for. And so we came up with FPU Central, which later turned into what we now know as financialpeace.com. So all of this time, the lifetime membership meant you can access a local Financial Peace group at no further cost to you. So when we have added assets like updated materials, updated workbooks, the online tools, services, and content, that comes with a cost. And so if you have taken Financial Peace in the past, you're absolutely welcome to sit in and to audit a Financial Peace group locally as many times as you'd like. Now, fast forward, we're here, 2018, talking about the 2019 updates. And so what this looks like is someone who has been a lifetime member in the past, they can attend your course, they can attend your local group. If they would like to access financialpeace.com, they can upgrade monthly or they can upgrade annually at the prices we mentioned earlier. And they will have the option of purchasing a workbook for $10. And so that will get them everything they need to be fully engaged in everything Financial Peace University has to offer, both in the group, online, and at home.
Awesome. So if they want to just come to the class and audit it and experience the class, and they've already attended Financial Peace University in the past, they can do that without any further cost.
Absolutely.
But if they want to really dive in and make use of all the tools that we have to offer, particularly the digital tools on financialpeace.com, then there's some expenses required with that, but we've made it very easy for them to do that.
Absolutely.
That's great. That's great. Let's move on to another question. Can I buy the new DVDs without the rest of the leader materials? This is something that we've heard from a handful of coordinators.
Right, right. Well, leader membership includes the DVDs and a physical coordinator guide and that starter guide. And so we want to make sure you're fully equipped if you're going to buy anything physical. And so that's the only option is going to be the full leader membership together.
Okay.
So we're not going to sell simply just DVDs. You're going to be getting the DVDs, another starter guide, and a coordinator guide. The coordinator guide is amazing, hardback, full color. It's the best that we've had in this 14 years that I've been with Financial Peace University. It's going to be very, very helpful having that in your hands while you're leading your group.
That's awesome. Another question that we see quite frequently, what about my existing inventory? This is a big one, and we kind of tiptoed into this a little bit during our video last week. What do I do with old memberships that I purchased in the past?
Right, so we're going to send out some instructions on how to verify and upgrade those through your stewardship advisor. And this is going to be in the very near future. And so we are finalizing the details on what that's going to look like. We're going to be honoring those activation codes that are in your existing unopened membership kits with the new membership licenses. And so we're going to have those licenses show up on your coordinator dashboard. And then from there, you'll be able to sell those licenses as opposed to selling the old kits that you have. And this will be for a limited time. And so you're going to want to be on the lookout for the communication from our team that talks about taking your old unused memberships and converting them into the new membership licenses.
That's great. I just want to take a moment to welcome anybody who's shown up since we started the webinar. My name's Jordan Watwood. This is Mike McDowell. We're both on the team at Ramsey Solutions, and we're answering your questions about the Financial Peace University updates. We've gone through about 5 different questions that we've seen frequently pop up, either in chats with our advisors on the phone, in our Facebook group, and we're answering those. We are also asking you to please ask any other questions that you might have. Locate the question section on your webinar viewer and type in a question, whatever question you have. We won't be able to get to all the questions. There's a bunch of you on this webinar and you're asking a lot of questions, but we're going to do our best to cover as many as we can. I do want to let you know that for the questions that we can't answer, we will be sending out emails following up after this webinar with answers to those questions, so that no matter whether we get to cover it today on this video or not, you'll still have your questions answered. We'll also are recording this webinar, so if you want to come back and watch and maybe get a refresh on any of the questions that we've discussed, any of the answers that we've given you, or if you want to share that with someone else at your church, your nonprofit organization, or other coordinators that you know, you'll be able to do that. We want this to be super helpful for you. So this is your time to ask any questions that you might have. So let's move on. Let's answer your questions now. We've got a bunch of them that have been coming in. Some of them I can see already are repeats of the questions that we've already answered, but we'll touch through them again as we go from top to bottom. So let's just dive in, Mike. Here's one that just came in from Bob. If I have existing kits that I purchased through a recent deal, I understand they'll be converted to annual subscription. I assume, though, that it's just online, which means that the workbooks they have will be wrong for weeks 1 through 4. I know they can print off the lesson pages, but then they have a bunch of loose leaf paper to keep track of. Not a great experience for those people. So just to sum it up, if you purchased memberships from a recent deal, and you want to give your group members the best experience, you haven't led your group yet, you bought in advance, what's our solution for that? I feel like that ties in with what you just mentioned with upgrading. Is that right?
Absolutely, it does tie into that. And so it's that next piece. If someone wants that workbook, what do they do? The workbook will be available to them in financialpeace.com for $10. And so if they want that full brand new workbook, updated workbook in a physical form, then $10, they'll be able to order that.
Okay, great. Let's move on to another question. If the lifetime FPU membership is going away, I assume the subscription member could start or make up classes if they had to drop out, as long as they do it during the subscription period. So we're calling it a membership, and it would be either annual for 12 months or monthly. So the question would be if they become a member and they want to make up classes, can they do it within that period of time that their membership is within? So I'm going to take a stab at this, and you correct me if I'm wrong.
Absolutely.
But I think if they've got an annual membership, they have access to all the tools, the online tools too, for 12 months, and they can join groups to experience the group experience, to participate in this. All of the videos, the lesson videos, are going to be online. So if they miss a particular session with their group, they can come back and make it up and watch it. But again, as somebody who has become a member of Financial Peace University, you can go to groups for the rest of your life if you'd like to. So that should be totally possible whether you have an annual or a monthly membership. On the monthly side, if you're a member and you are paying your monthly $9.99, you'll have access to all those tools as long as you choose to continue to do that. Is that pretty good?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Awesome. Great. Nailed it. Let's go on to another one. Nancy said, thanks for doing this. You're welcome, Nancy. We're happy to.
Thanks for being here, Nancy.
You bet. Let's see here. This is one, we'll just do a quick flyover this one because this is kind of a repeat of a question we answered earlier from Jennifer. Will coordinators have an option to only purchase the updated DVDs as new videos become available? We rely on the DVDs due to poor internet streaming ability at our church, and that's a very common thing, which is why we continue to make DVDs available. So give us a quick flyover, Mike. We touched on this earlier, but what are we telling coordinators to do if they want to just buy the DVDs?
Certainly. So you can definitely purchase the DVDs within a leader membership for $99. That's the discounted rate for existing coordinators. So we also have a $139 option available. And so that, again, gets you the DVDs. It gets you one coordinator guide, one starter guide, and one membership with workbook that you can pass on to someone else. You can gift it to them, or you can sell it to them. And so it's only $139. That's a $109 value on the membership that you're getting with it in the workbook,
right,
that you can sell to someone in the class. So effectively, you're paying $30 to have all brand new leader material. And so this can be purchased through your stewardship advisor directly. There will not be a place online to upgrade to the new leader material.
Gotcha. So just recap a little bit about what Mike mentioned. Right now, what we're calling the leader bundle on coordinatorcentral.com, which is the leader materials plus a membership for someone in your group, retails for $199, and we want to make it available to you all for $139. Or if you just want to get the leader materials without an extra membership, it's $99 as opposed to $159, which is what it retails for in Coordinator Central right now. So good value either way. Let's move on to another question. So we've updated lessons 1 through 4. You probably caught that when you watched the video last week, which is why we're coming out with a new DVD. What happens when you update lessons 5 through 9? What as a coordinator, what should we expect to do? Mike, you want to tackle that one?
So for right now, we're definitely leaning very hard on the digital assets. So in financialpeace.com, we're going to be pushing out not only updated Financial Peace University lessons, but also further content that we have not yet made, things that we're ideating, we're thinking about. We are creating new content for the financialpeace.com member. And so when someone goes into financialpeace.com, they're going to be able to have access to all the Financial Peace University lessons as they're being updated, the legacy journey, which is in there now, and Smart Money, Smart Kids.
Yeah.
As far as having new DVDs when the other ones are made available, we do not have that plan totally built out.
Sure.
And so we'll keep in communication with you about the physical DVDs whenever we update the rest of the FPU lessons.
Great. Yeah. So if you haven't, or if you don't spend a lot of time on financialpeace.com, highly recommend that you go check it out. Within the last month, as Mike mentioned just a minute ago, Smart Money, Smart Kids, which was a standalone course, was just added to financialpeace.com. So now there are actually 3 courses in there. So in addition to updating the lessons that make up Financial Peace University and continuing to keep those updated and as excellent as possible, we're adding in new courses to provide more value. Really what it comes down to is we want to walk this journey with someone for much longer than 9 weeks. We want to provide them plenty of content that will help them down their financial road as seasons of life change. So we're super excited about it, and we're confident you guys will be too as you get a glimpse of what's coming up. So let's move on to another question. Let's see about this. Okay, so this is a good one. Brian just joined us and mentioned, I'm only now finding out about the change. A 3-minute explanation would be useful. I don't know if we can cover it in 3 minutes, Brian, but a couple things. What I would suggest is jump onto financialpeace.com when you're finished watching this webinar, and you'll see a little note about watching a pre-recorded webinar we did last week. And we'll follow up, Brian, and send you an email with a direct link to it just to make it super easy for you. But take a look at that video. We spent about 15 minutes walking through at a high level all the updates that are coming to Financial Peace, the lessons that are being redone, reorganizing the way that we present the material, workbook updates, all kinds of things. And that'll give you a really good understanding of what's coming up. And hopefully that'll help you out. But yeah, we'll send you an email after this and provide you a link to that. So great question. All right, so this is kind of similar to a question we had earlier from Greg. I have a number of kits I've already bought. What do I do with them? So this is tying back to that. How do I upgrade if I've got existing inventory? So
right.
Yeah, do you want to just one more time mention a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. We've had a few of you join us since that question was presented earlier. So what we have is the opportunity for you to redeem your current inventory that's unused for the new 2019 updated edition. The way that's going to happen is we will be sending out to you instructions on how to verify how many you have on hand of the unused membership kits, and then we will send you through your coordinator dashboard in financialpeace.com the licenses for that many Financial Peace memberships of the new version. And so if you have 7 unopened membership kits, then through the verification process you will let us know, and then we will upload those licenses into your financialpeace.com coordinator dashboard for you then to sell and send out to your members. It'll be a simple process of simply clicking a button, and it will email it to the person who you have indicated needs to go to. Mm-hmm. They will receive that voucher, and they'll be able to get into financialpeace.com, and then you will hand them a physical workbook if they're brand new to the course. If they're not brand new to the course, they'll have the opportunity to purchase the workbook at $10 inside of financialpeace.com.
Awesome. Here's one from Josh. This is now an annual expense. Will it always include every dollar plus?
That's a great question. Every dollar plus is included with financialpeace.com. Mm-hmm. So if you have the annual membership, yes, every dollar plus will be available to you through your Financial Peace membership, annual membership. So that is a great benefit. Mm-hmm. We've had that benefit in there for about a year, and hearing lots of great stories of people utilizing every dollar plus. I use it personally. I love the fact that I can go and while I'm out and check where we are on a certain budget item on my phone. And it's so great to be able to sit down in a budget committee meeting with my wife and be able to know what we have coming for this month and where we stand. And I just drag that expense that happened through our debit card over to that category, and it shows me how much I have left. It's a great tool. So if you have not been utilizing every dollar plus, please definitely get into financialpeace.com, go check it out, utilize it. It's a great tool. So if you have a monthly membership, I also want to mention that anyone who has a monthly membership will also have a monthly membership to every dollar plus. And so if someone pays the $9.99 a month, they're going to have financialpeace.com access and every dollar plus access for that time frame.
Correct. Yeah. So as long as you continue to be a monthly member, of Financial Peace University, then you'll continue to have monthly access to every dollar plus. So either way, we're offering it there. So good question, Josh. Let's move on down. Let's see here. Is the Relating with Money lesson still going to be available to watch through financialpeace.com? I didn't see it on the breakdown of the new set of videos.
That is still to be determined. So what we have right now in financialpeace.com are the current lessons that you're familiar with, and then sometime in January we will be switching over to the updated lessons. And so some of those lessons you guys love from the old version, whether it be relating with money, cash flow planning, things like that. And so just know we're taking those same principles, and we're still applying them in financialpeace.com. They're going to be in the baby steps. They're just not going to be as obvious as what we were doing with the themed topics, like relating with money.
Yeah, if you did get a chance to see the video that we launched last week, we spent a few minutes talking about how Financial Peace University was being restructured. So we want to cover baby steps 1 through 7 in the first 4 lessons in sequential order. If you've read the Total Money Makeover, it's similar to that, how it's a very clear path from start to finish. And then once you get to lesson 5 through 9, it focuses on what we're calling life on the plan. So all the things you need to do, understanding the baby steps. You still need to spend wisely. You still need to understand real estate and insurance and investing. Just because you're on baby step 7 doesn't mean you can forget all of those things. So it's just a different way of leading people through the content. The idea being that we want to tackle the things that are the most important to most of the folks who will attend the group at the beginning. But then we also want to make sure they stick around and they don't just check out after they watch the lesson on dumping debt. They're like, okay, I got what I need. I'm out of here. I'm going to go dump debt. No, stick around and understand all of the different principles that we have to teach. So that's another reason why we have kind of reshuffled the deck a little bit for a better experience.
Yeah, with the 7 baby steps being on the front end, that is the plan, and then the remainder is life on the plan. And I know some of you say, well, if someone gets the 7 baby steps out of the first 4 lessons, why would they come back? And so the reason is we want to make sure that they understand what's coming, and then we're going to teach them how to apply it. And so also, we know it's been an issue. Some people drop out week 4, week 5, week 6. We want to help coordinators with class retention. And so we have made an effort through Dave and other means within the videos to talk about how important it is to stay engaged in the group atmosphere. Because if you're not engaged in the group atmosphere, it's tougher to do this alone. And so in the videos, you'll hear from us about how important that is. So we're going to be on your side, coordinators, helping the members understand the importance of staying all the way through the 9 weeks. And then, of course, staying involved for the next year or even months to come with financialpeace.com.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's move through because we're already 30 minutes in and want to make sure we get through a few more of these questions. All right, so Joe is asking, I missed the video last week. Is it available for replay? Brian had a similar question earlier in the webinar. Joe, we'll send you an email after the webinar with a quick link to watch the video. You can also go to financialpeace.com and you'll see a little note where you can watch that as well. But we'll make sure you get a chance to see it. It's super informative, about 15 minutes of good content, giving an overview of all of the FPU updates. So look for that to come to your inbox later today. Let's see here. Regarding the membership, are people allowed to attend new classes without renewing the new membership program? This is a question from John.
Yeah.
You want to tackle this?
Yes. The answer is yes. So anyone who has purchased into Financial Peace University for the last 20 years, they can come back and sit in and be a part of a local group. And so if you are going to be offering a group and someone has a Financial Peace workbook from 1999, they're allowed to come in and be a part of your group. You are correct that that there is a cost to renew to the new membership program, which we don't utilize the term program, but we will utilize the online membership. And so if they want access to financialpeace.com or they want the new workbook, they'll need to then either choose the monthly option or the annual option.
Great. And you can learn more about both monthly and annual memberships on coordinatorcentral.com. There's some great product descriptions there, but also your advisors will be reaching out to you with details as well if they haven't already. So good question, John. Let's keep going here. This one's from Rob. Can families return to Financial Peace University and just get an updated book to use in class, and if so, how much? Again, this is a common theme that's been popping up throughout the webinar, similar to what John just asked and what Mike explained. But yeah, I think the answer is yes.
Yes, they have to first go through a monthly or an annual membership, and then they'll be able to purchase within financialpeace.com a $10 workbook.
Yep. And if they just want to audit the group and not get a workbook, they can just come and sit in and enjoy the videos as well. So. All right, let's go through these. We've got a bunch more questions from you. Let me pick out a couple that are maybe different from what we've already answered. Okay, here's one from Pamela. How much will new coordinator guides be for our co-coordinators? Can we buy just the new guide?
So you can't buy just the new guide, but earlier in our webinar, we did cover a question very similar, and I'll go ahead and revisit that very quickly. So there is a free option. So if you have coordinated Financial Peace in the past, you can simply log into financialpeace.com, go to the coordinator dashboard, and you will be able to find the coordinator guide, and that will be there for you in PDF. Also, you'll be able to stream the videos if needed. But if you simply want a coordinator guide, you'll need to upgrade to either the new leader membership at $99, again, DVDs, coordinator guide, and your starter guide. Or for $139, DVDs, coordinator guide, starter guide, and one Financial Peace membership that you can gift or sell to someone who's coming into your class.
Awesome, awesome. Again, we've got about 80 folks on this webinar right now. So a few new people have joined since we last made some quick introductions. So if you are new to the webinar, my name is Jordan Watwood.
Mike McDowell.
We're both on the team at Ramsey Solutions, and we're here to answer your questions about Financial Peace University updates. Hopefully you've seen the video that we launched at the end of last week, giving about a 15-minute flyover of all the exciting updates coming to Financial Peace University. We're here to answer the questions that you might have as a result of that video or just your own curiosity. We've already answered a few questions from folks who hadn't had a chance to see that. What I would suggest, if you're new to this webinar, on your webinar viewer, there is a questions section where you can submit and type in questions that we can see and we can answer. If we don't have time to get to them, and there's a bunch of them, so chances are we won't get to them all, know that we can see those questions after the webinar has ended, and we will send a one-to-one follow-up response letting you know the answer to your question. So keep them coming. We might not get a chance to answer all of them, but that doesn't mean that we won't shoot you an email after the webinar with the answer to your question. I also do want to take a minute to just remind you, if you haven't seen, that on coordinatorcentral.com, our store, there is a brand new special bundle that we're offering this week and through the end of the month in celebration of these updates to Financial Peace University. It's our fan favorite, buy 10 Financial Peace University, get 2 free. And that's available for purchase in both the annual and monthly membership. And you can see more about that on coordinatorcentral.com. You should have gotten an email today or yesterday with information about that as well. But that'd be a great opportunity to go ahead and buy in bulk, particularly if you're looking to lead a group in the new year. I do want to make one comment about that because this is important. We're talking all about the new materials coming to Financial Peace University. Those will be ready and in hand in time for groups in the new year. They're not ready right now. So if you do buy those bundles or the annual or monthly membership on coordinatorcentral.com, we're doing 2 things for you. We will send you the new material when it is ready to ship in late December in prep for your January and February groups. But we'll also send you existing Financial Peace University memberships that we have in inventory right now. So you'll get 2 for the price of 1, essentially, which is a really great value. So if you did want to use the older membership before your group comes in the new year, you could do that. So we just want to make sure that you understand that as you're looking on the store and thinking about making a purchase this month. We're really excited to offer that and thought that was a really neat value to give to you for all that you do. So
let me say this, Jordan.
Yeah.
So I know a lot of you say, hey, I'm not going to lead a financial peace class between now and the new year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really need those membership kits that aren't going to be any good in 2019 sitting in my office,
Sure.
sitting in my living room, in my garage. And so if you order through your stewardship advisor, just let them know, hey, you know what? I don't need the older version. Just send me the new stuff when it comes out in January and I'll be fine. So we know we've had a few of you coordinators say that. And so I want to let you know, hey, we're not going to push anything on you that you don't want.
Yeah.
But we are going to allow you to have the current material in case you do want to get some folks through class even now.
That's awesome. That's great. All right, let's dive back into some questions here. This is from Chris. I'm getting ready to lead my first class in January. If I order memberships and leader materials now, will they contain the new updated videos or should I wait? That's hilarious. We just answered that question just now. So the answer is yeah, Chris, if you go ahead and order now, you'll get the new materials when they're ready. So the end of December, and they'll be ready for you in time to start your January group. And if you choose, we're also willing to send you the existing materials now if you make that purchase. So you can get both if you'd like to. Let's move on to Alicia's question. So can someone who has previously purchased Financial Peace University annually, but maybe a year ago, do they have to pay the $69 activation before going to a $9.99 per month?
That is a great question. The answer is no. If you have a financialpeace.com account from the past, but is not currently active, then you'll be able to renew at the monthly rate at $9.99. Or if you choose to do another annual membership, it'll be $99.
Okay, awesome. So you have the opportunity to do either monthly at $9.99 or annual for $99. So that's great. Thanks for that question, Alicia. That's a good one. Let's take a look at William's question. The past workbook, although extremely well published, is not easy to use. Is there any thought about making them loose leaf or I think that's spiral so they will lay flat? This is not a problem with the leadership guide as it is a PDF. So looking for an alternative format instead of that workbook.
Right. Now I remember when we had the guide and the workbooks that would be able to fold back. Mm-hmm. And I'll be honest with you, I do not know the answer to that question, but we will find out what that is. Because what happened was you would sit in your class and you wanted to be able to pull that book all the way back to where you just have one page in front of you instead of open in your lap with two. Mm-hmm. And so I hear you. I've talked to other coordinators about this in the past, and we will get that answer for you.
Yeah, good one, William. And I think, too, one thing you could do is print out the PDF, and you could make your own spiral or you could have a different option that way if you wanted to do some hole punching.
Or lots of staples.
Yeah, lots of staples. You could do that too. Good one, William. Let's move on to a few other ones. Let's see here. This is from Rob. After 12 months, they can't log in and use any tools, or is it they can't view the videos when membership expires? So kind of after a year has passed from activation on financialpeace.com, what do they get? What do they not get?
Right. So they will not be able to use the tools or the videos or the services. Mm-hmm. Let me explain what those are. Tools are things like the Baby Step 1 tool, Baby Step 2 tool, also Every Dollar Plus. Content and videos would be like the Financial Peace videos, Legacy Journey, Smart Money, Smart Kids videos, and any further videos that we'll be creating. Live stream, that's more of a service. Anyone who is financialpeace.com active membership, when we do live streams like we will in November, that person would be able to view right there within their financialpeace.com membership. Then also another service would be the Ask a Coach. So we have trained financial coaches who come here or have done so through webinar training and phone training with our coaches, and they have agreed to answer questions that Financial Peace members all across the country have. And so there is an Ask a Coach feature, which I think really needs to be known and spread among Financial Peace coordinators and members as a great tool for people asking specific questions. And so what will happen is Those go away, and there will only be a few items, like a few budgeting forms, PDFs. There will also, though, be a class finder, so you can find a local group near you. And then there will also be the ability to renew annually at $99 or monthly at $9.99.
Awesome. Here's one from Marcus, and this is just a clarification on a comment we made earlier. So if you purchase a monthly membership and a group member activates that membership and decides he or she would like to upgrade to annual immediately, was the price point on that $40, $50? Mm-hmm. It's $40. Mm-hmm. So $69 activation for monthly. If you choose to upgrade to annually immediately, you can do so for $40. Good question, Marcus. All right, let's see here. Hey, cool. John is going to come visit us here in Nashville in December. Wants to know if he can pick up new leadership materials while he's here.
Unfortunately, no, John. I'm sorry, they're just not going to be ready that soon. And so we are definitely targeting later in that month and the 1st of January. Unfortunately, December 6th will be a little bit before we'll have those ready for you.
Yeah, a few more weeks and they would be ready, but December 6th is a little too early. Again, these products that will experience the upgrades will all be ready in time for January groups, though. So even if your group starts on New Year's, it'll be ready. But the beginning of December is a little too soon to pick something up here. But John, we look forward to seeing you. We'll make sure that we come meet you in the lobby and say hey.
Hey, John, make sure that you let your stewardship advisor know, and your stewardship advisor, if available, definitely love to meet you.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, here's one from Gary. Do we need to open unused existing kits to get the membership number?
Oh, Gary. Hi, Gary. That's a great question. You will not need to open up the membership number or the membership kit to get to the number. And so I had mentioned earlier, we're basically exchanging your memberships that you have unused and unopened for the new updated membership license. And so we'll have a verification process that we will be sending out and communicating to you guys here real soon about how to verify what you have as unused. And then you'll be able to have those licenses uploaded to your coordinator dashboard, so you'll be able to begin selling those to people for your upcoming groups.
Awesome. Yeah, so don't open those memberships if they haven't been opened yet. Just wait for further instruction on that. Also, just take a moment, if you haven't yet, check out our Help Center. We've got a bunch of different short little articles and responses to a lot of questions that we've been receiving over the phone or in the Facebook group. It's another good resource. Really, there's several resources that you should be making use of. Your advisor, obviously, talk to he or she and ask any questions that you might have. Go on our Facebook group. If you haven't been to our Facebook group yet, we have a closed Facebook group that is really vibrant. We've got about 7,000 of you on there right now. It's a good place to ask questions and get the answers you're looking for. Registering for a webinar like this was an awesome first step. And just so you know, we have 2 more webinars this week that we're doing, one on Thursday and one on Friday. All of them are happening around lunchtime or a little later in the day. So if you want to come back for another webinar and ask some more questions, you're welcome to do that. We still have spots open for those other 2 webinars. So we've got, and then the Help Center, we've got several different ways for you to get the answers to your questions. So we want to make sure that you don't feel like you don't know what's coming up and how to deal with it. So we're getting close to the end of our webinar here. So we're going to probably tackle about 3 or 4 more questions, and then we're going to close it down. And again, we will send email responses to all of you who have asked questions. So that you can get the answers that you need, even if we didn't get a chance to cover it on this webinar. So let's tackle about 3 or 4 more. Let's see here. Here's one from Madeline. My church still has 13-week kits. Whoa! Can those be updated as well?
Yes. So you'll let us know through that verification process once we let you know about that, how many you have, and we'll be able to do the same. We'll be able to get those licenses for the new memberships to you inside of your coordinator dashboard.
Awesome. So whether you have 13-week kits, 9-week kits that have been unopened and unused, we have a plan for how to upgrade those, and we've got a process we'll walk you through. So absolutely. Thanks for that question, Madeline. Let's see here, a couple more questions. This one's from Brian. I don't think I ever got the email announcements you referred to. Can I go somewhere and access your previous videos, those about this change? So yeah, Brian, I think you asked the question earlier about a 3-minute overview. We'll send you a note right after this webinar with access to that. But again, if you want to go to financialpeace.com, you can find right there on your coordinator dashboard, you'll be able to see some information about the updates and a chance to watch that video that we launched last week. So good question. All right, let's see here. Oh, this is a good one from Tom. Are new attendees still purchasing a physical kit, or is it all digital?
Yeah, great question for sure. So it is not all digital. So a new attendee coming into Financial Peace University, they have two options. They have our annual option, where they will receive a workbook. They will receive access to financialpeace.com, all the tools and content and services there, every dollar plus. And they get to attend Financial Peace University as many times they need in a local group. So that right there for the annual membership is $109. That's a discounted rate, by the way. The numbers and the prices we're talking about today is for you, the coordinator. You guys get a discount on all of this. If someone were to go to daveramsey.com, they're going to pay more. So you never want to send people to Dave Ramsey's website. You either want them to purchase through you, or you want them to purchase through your unique group link. And so try to say that 3 times faster.
Yeah, unique
group link. And so you want them either going to your group link or just purchasing through you if you choose to purchase in bulk. And so they are getting, again, the online resources, a workbook, and access to Financial Peace groups anywhere. The monthly option is $69 on the activation fee, and they're getting a workbook, access to the groups, live groups anywhere locally, as many times as they want, and then they'll have limited access to financialpeace.com based on, again, month by month.
Right.
The first 30 days of a monthly membership are included for financialpeace.com. After that, they will pay $9.99 a month to access those online tools. But I wanted to re-emphasize, no one has to be in financialpeace.com necessarily to be attending your group if they have been a past member. So if they have purchased Financial Peace in the past, they can come sit in your group and not have to engage with the online tools and the updated material. But new members, they would have to have a monthly membership or an annual membership.
Yeah, so basically the same tools, the same videos, the same resources are available whether you get annual or monthly. But with annual, you essentially are paying for a full year up front, and with monthly, it's month to month for as long as you wish to have that. So we're not taking things away with the 2 different membership options. It's all the same thing. Great question, Tom. Let's tackle one more, Mike. Let's see here. Okay, here's another one from Rob, and this one I think is a good one to end on. When will all these updates be complete, and when will the physical materials be ready?
So in time for your January group starts.
Yep. So we want to make sure that your New Year's group starts. We know that New Year's is such a huge time of year when people are naturally looking to get out of debt, to turn their financial situation around. We want these to be ready in time for that season. So they will be. They'll be shipping in December, and we'll be ready for you to lead those groups in the new year. So we're extremely excited about them. We're going to go ahead and end for today. If you would like to join another webinar, grab that email you received or find that post on the Facebook group that you saw that led you to sign up for this webinar and choose another one of the webinars that we have available later in the week. Again, we will be sending an email to all of you who ask questions with some quick responses so that you feel as though your questions have been answered, and we'd love to engage in further conversations with you that way. We're super thankful for everything you do. Thank you so much for sharing this message with so many people. I don't know if you heard, but over the years, we've helped more than 5 million people with Financial Peace University. That's amazing. And there's so many more people that need help, and we know that you are eager and willing to do that. So thank you so much. We've enjoyed being able to answer some of these questions with you. We hope this was helpful. It's helpful for me. It's great to see the questions that you have and that have been coming in, and we'll continue to do our best to answer those. Reach out to your advisors if you haven't already, and talk to them. And we look forward to chatting with you again. Thanks so much.
Yeah, remember, it's 877-378-2667. Going to reach our stewardship team, and we're here to help.
Absolutely. God bless y'all, and we will talk soon. Thanks.